Welcome to this exciting journey through the greatest books ever written. Each episode highlights 10 must-read books. Whether you're a lifelong reader or just starting your literary adventure, these are the books that everyone should experience at least once. So, sit back, relax, and let's dive into the world of words.
The Dark Child. The Dark Child by Komara Lay is an autobiographical novel that recounts his childhood in a rural Malinke tribe in Guinea, offering a nostalgic portrayal of village life. Written while Lay studied in Paris, the novel highlights key cultural practices, such as circumcision ceremonies and goldsmithing, and explores his transition to urban life in Africa and Europe. Though critiqued by Chinua Achebe for its apolitical tone, it became a foundational work of Francophone African literature. The contrast between The Dark Child and its more political sequel, A Dream of Africa, reflects Lay's later disillusionment with post-colonial Africa.
1984. 1984 by George Orwell is a dystopian novel that critiques totalitarianism and its control over individuals through surveillance, language manipulation, and psychological control. Set in a future where our Big Brother monitors every citizen, the novel follows Winston Smith, who struggles with his suppressed individuality and seeks rebellion through an affair with Julia. However, their resistance is crushed by the party, leading Winston to betray his love and submit to the regime. Orwell's powerful commentary on state control, censorship, and the manipulation of truth continues to resonate in today's world.
An Artist of the Floating World. An Artist of the Floating World by Kazuo Ishiguro is set in post-war Nagasaki, where Masuji Ono, a former artist and propagandist for Japan's wartime government, reflects on his role in supporting Japanese imperialism. As Ono navigates the changing social landscape and arranges his daughter's marriage, he faces the guilt and consequences of his past actions, questioning how they have impacted his family's future. Through Ono's internal struggle, the novel delves into Japan's efforts to reconcile its wartime history with the new realities of the post-war world.
Before Night Falls. Before Night Falls is the autobiographical account of Cuban writer Reynaldo Arenas, detailing his life under the Castro regime and his experiences as a homosexual intellectual facing repression. The memoir recounts his childhood, his early literary successes, and his eventual imprisonment for his sexuality and dissent against the regime. Arenas's homosexuality becomes a source of personal rebellion, leading to his eventual escape to the U.S. during the Mario boatlift. The book is a testament to Arenas's dedication to writing and his relentless fight for personal and artistic freedom.
Autumn of the Patriarch. Autumn of the Patriarch is Gabriel Garcia Marquez's complex and experimental novel about a nameless South American dictator. The novel explores themes of power, loneliness, corruption, and violence through an unconventional, stream of consciousness narrative. The story begins with the dictator's death and proceeds to unravel his life through fragmented memories and myth, blending real historical events with fantastical elements. Garcia Marquez uses the novel to delve deeply into the psychology of absolute power and its destructive effects on both the ruler and the ruled.
Dirk Gently's Holistic Detective Agency. Dirk Gently's Holistic Detective Agency is a detective novel by Douglas Adams that blends humor, science fiction, and mystery. The story follows private detective Dirk Gently as he solves the murder of a millionaire while also investigating the origins of life and the course of history. Through Gently's belief in the interconnectedness of all things, Adams explores deep philosophical themes, including chaos theory and the unintended consequences of human choices, in a comedic and thought-provoking narrative.
Notes from the Underground. Notes from the Underground is Fyodor Dostoevsky's exploration of alienation, self-loathing, and defiance in the face of Enlightenment and socialist ideals. Through the bitter monologue of an unnamed narrator, the novel critiques both romantic and rationalist intellectual movements in 19th century Russia. It portrays human beings as persistently irrational and uncooperative, offering a dark and complex view of human nature.
Broad and Alien is the World. Broad and Alien is the World tells the story of a Peruvian highland community's struggle against the greedy expansion of landowners. The novel follows the dispossessed villagers as they fight a corrupt legal system, with their leaders systematically destroyed. It also explores the broader oppression of indigenous communities across Peru, highlighting their exploitation in mines and plantations. The novel, while somewhat dated in style, provides a vivid and moving account of resistance against injustice.
The Hound of the Baskervilles. The Hound of the Baskervilles is a classic Sherlock Holmes mystery filled with a dark, eerie atmosphere. The story follows Holmes and Watson as they investigate the mysterious death of Sir Charles Baskerville, rumored to be caused by a ghostly hound that haunts the Baskerville family. Set against the backdrop of the brooding Dartmoor landscape, the novel weaves together elements of the supernatural with scientific deduction, keeping readers in suspense until the very end. It remains one of the most beloved and frequently adapted of Conan Doyle's works.
The Bells of Barcel. The Bells of Barcel is a novel by Louis Aragon that critiques pre-World War I Parisian society through the lives of two women, Diane and Catherine, who navigate a corrupt, capitalist world. Their stories are set against the backdrop of a growing workers' movement, culminating in the 1912 International Congress Against War in Barcel. The novel contrasts bourgeois decadence with revolutionary fervor, ending with a hopeful message about the possibility of societal transformation.
Thank you for joining us on this exploration of timeless literature. These 10 books are a great step toward building your ultimate reading list. Stay tuned for more, and remember, every book opens a new world. Be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell